10 people in a room that have done sports, all of them will probably have similar stories of being on a bumpy road. There might be one that's had it. Oh, what Tyson Fury's here? Come on, get him in. You know what I mean?
Do you think you'll get in the ring with you?
You have to ask him.
Yeah.
You have to ask him, but I think it will be like bringing that dream to reality.
They're not just trying to do it because they think a lot of these big celebrities, big stars, sports stars, they think they're bigger than they actually are. Where I just think I'm the same old G as I've always been, big fat fucker and shower.
Tyson Fury has never been afraid to stir the pot, but this press conference may have been one of his most explosive yet. With cameras rolling and microphones live, Fury went after Anthony Joshua and Christian Prenga in the same breath, ridiculing both men with his now famous Mr. Pringles nickname. The insults came thick and fast, but behind the jokes was a clear message. Fury believes neither man is anywhere near his level, and he says he could knock either one of them out without much trouble.
Multiple world champions. Even at his age, he'd kill Pringles.
Once again, Fury couldn't resist using the Mr. Pringles label. In one sentence, he brushed aside Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Alexander Usyk, making it obvious that, in his mind, there isn't another heavyweight worthy of sharing the spotlight with him. Whether you love his confidence or hate his arrogance, Fury knows exactly how to dominate a press conference before anyone even steps into the ring.
Whoever he is, Mr. Pringles, this man will knock him spark out. He's a real fighting man. But we're not interested in other people. This is my show, and I'm not interested in what's going on elsewhere with Joshua or Wilder.
Anthony Joshua dismissed Fury's behavior as nothing more than schoolyard nonsense, and it's easy to understand why. Joshua described Fury's constant taunts as toxic and suggested he needs someone to humble him. Rather than looking intimidated, Joshua appeared fed up with the endless theatrics and made it clear he'd rather settle everything where it matters most, in the ring.
I feel like he's toxic. I feel like you can put any top heavyweight in the world up here and he'll probably say the same thing about them all. So it's just him as a person, and then he just...
Eddie Hearn then revealed one of the biggest talking points of the event. According to Hearn, Joshua already has a 3-fight roadmap in his mind. First Christian Prenga, then Tyson Fury, and finally another shot at becoming world champion. Coming from Joshua, who is usually cautious about looking too far ahead, that confidence speaks volumes. He clearly believes this comeback is different from the previous ones.
I've heard AJ talking about 3 fights down the line. He's saying, I'm going to knock Prenga out, then I'm going to knock Fury out, then I want to be world champion in 2027. Normally he doesn't say that, so he feels great. Like you said as well, like, you never really know till you get in there.
Joshua reinforced that confidence when he addressed Fury directly. Instead of getting drawn into the verbal battle, he laughed off Fury's comments and said a fight between them would simply turn a long-awaited dream into reality. Rather than focusing on the insults, Joshua already seems locked in on the bigger picture. That level of concentration could make him an even more dangerous opponent.
I sparred Marius, like, I sparred him recently, like maybe 4 months ago.
Okay.
He's good. He's not bad. He's doing MMA. He's fighting in fights where like there's 3 people in the ring and it's just him. He's a fighter for life, Marius. Big guy. I think he's more confident now, because I sparred him when we was preparing for Klitschko. So that's all like 8 years ago, 9 years ago maybe, and I think he's better now.
Interestingly, even while mocking Joshua throughout the event, Fury also offered him unexpected praise. He defended Joshua's durability, rejecting claims that his rival has a weak chin. Fury argued that the critics making those comments have never experienced what it's like to take heavyweight punches. It's a strange combination of respect and rivalry that only Tyson Fury seems capable of delivering.
Listen, the man's been a world heavyweight champion, and you don't get that if you've got a glass chin, you know what I mean? You can't, anything, listen, we're rivals, so I can talk about him all I want, so he can do the same about me. But all them can't, because they don't get fighting, they ain't champions, so they don't have the right to do it. So anyone who wants to say, oh, AJ's got a glass chin or whatever, it's just bull. All heavyweights can knock the other one out. We've seen that many, many times. No one's got a granite chin. Anyone gets hit the ones who says they got a granite chin haven't been punched properly. So if either one of these big men land on each other, it's going to be nights out.
Joshua's attention then shifted back to Christian Prenga. His response was brief, but carried visible frustration. Normally calm and measured, Joshua brushed aside Prenga's pre-fight talk as unnecessary noise. That slight irritation suggested he isn't overlooking this fight at all. Instead, he's taking the challenge seriously and refusing to underestimate the man standing across from him.
And when I'm
That's
here,
fine.
I fight my way through. Simple matter, as I said, it's not a complicated situation.
Christian Prenga, however, arrived full of confidence. He boldly predicted an early finish and insisted he wasn't intimidated by Joshua's reputation. Fury may have mocked him with the Pringles nickname, but Prenga showed no signs of backing down. He believes he belongs on this stage and wants to prove everyone wrong.
It's not gonna go 10 rounds or 12 rounds. How it's gonna be the fight? It's not gonna go 10 rounds. The fight is gonna.
Prenga continued repeating one phrase over and over. I'm going to shock the world. It's clear he genuinely believes he can produce one of the biggest upsets in recent heavyweight history. Still, Joshua has heard countless underdogs make similar promises throughout his career, and more often than not, he has answered those predictions with dominant performances inside the ropes.
It's a good fight for him.
Do you believe you'll shock the world on July 25th?
I'm gonna shock the world, brother. I'm gonna shock the world.
Against that guy there.
I'm gonna shock the world.
Johnny Nelson offered an interesting perspective on Joshua's mindset. He explained that many fighters would have responded emotionally to Fury's constant trash talk. Joshua did the opposite. He stayed composed, remained confident, and quietly reminded everyone why he still considers himself one of the heavyweight division's biggest names. That calm approach may reveal more about his mental strength than any shouting match ever could.
I rate him for what he did, because most people, most fighters, ego gets involved, thinking this man's not mugging me off in front of all these people. You get up and say blah blah blah, you bite. AJ sat there and he just said, you know, I'm your landlord. You know, me and you fight, it'll be on my terms. It doesn't matter what you say, what you shout about.
Eddie Hearn expanded on that point by describing Joshua as a completely refreshed fighter. He spoke about the intensity of Joshua's training camp, saying the former champion looks hungrier than he has in years. In Hearn's view, this isn't simply about beating Christian Prenga. It's the first step toward facing Tyson Fury and reclaiming a world title. If Joshua really has rediscovered that motivation, Prenga could face an extremely difficult night.
Be proud of what he's done to return to the ring, physically, mentally, emotionally. And I think boxing, as he said, boxing is his purpose, boxing is his peace. And when I go out to Valencia and see the training camp with Alexander Usyk, I don't just see Anthony Joshua in the backstages of his career. I see a guy that is more driven and more focused than ever to not just demolish Prenga on July 25th, not just to demolish Tyson Fury, but to try and become world heavyweight champion again. The dream now almost feels like it had more purpose than it's ever had.
Boxing analyst Ade Oladipo didn't hesitate with his prediction. He believed Joshua is operating on an entirely different level and expects the fight to end within 2 or 3 rounds. That's a bold statement, but when combined with the confidence expressed by Fury, Hearn, and Joshua himself, it creates a clear narrative surrounding this matchup.
You guys know where I'm going on this one. This is a 2 or 3 round demolition. I think AJ is going to be too sharp. I think he's going to hit too hard, and he's just far too good for this level. Like, say what you want about AJ mixing it with the top 10. Like, if it says, oh, AJ versus Bakoli or Zhang, okay, cool. Hergovich, yeah, cool. We can have that conversation of whether or not you think AJ will win or not. AJ against Prenga? No, AJ will destroy.
Amid all the trash talk, one moment stood out for a different reason. Joshua and Prenga acknowledged each other with genuine respect, while still promising to bring everything they had on fight night. Both men agreed there would be no mercy once the opening bell rang.
You know, when I was taking my notes, when I was watching you, one of the things I said, I swear to God, I said, I want you to show me no respect. and this is perfect for me. So thank you. I want you to come in the ring and give me no respect and try and do what you think you can do best, because across the ring is someone who will be doing the exact same.
I'm gonna do my best, my brother.
Good luck.
I promise you.
Johnny Nelson returned to the discussion with another observation. He argued that Tyson Fury wins almost every verbal battle because few fighters can match his wit or confidence on the microphone. Trying to out-talk Fury is usually a losing strategy. Joshua's decision to stay composed rather than engage in a shouting contest may actually be the smartest move possible, because the real winner will ultimately be decided inside the ropes, not during a press conference.
Is when this fight does happen, and it's the war of words, I'm backing Tyson, because Tyson's got a proper potty mouth, hasn't he? Tyson's got a potty mouth, so Tyson will be the one that is saying all the things you think, oh, no. And AJ, I personally think AJ needs to try and be very cool with it, because he ain't going to beat Tyson's potty mouth. Tyson will say everything and anything to try and get under your skin. And so this will be a part of, it might be a story of two halves. Tyson wins it, the war of words, and when he gets into the ring, we'll see what happens. You've got to look at what both
Joshua then explained how he plans to approach Christian Prenga. His focus remains on the basics of boxing rather than hype or mind games. Skill comes first, power follows naturally, and discipline remains the key. Even while describing Prenga as a physically dangerous opponent, Joshua made it clear he respects the challenge without allowing it to affect his confidence or game plan.
In this man?
Well, as I said, my focus is improving my skills, improving my ability. We're going to do some really good sparring, and I'm going to, obviously boxing, especially heavyweight boxing, I'm going to show my class. That's number one. Your skill, your boxing IQ is primary, and then secondary is, as he said, we're going to punch with bad intentions, and I'm going to bite down on my gum shield and plant my feet into that ring canvas and turn my hips, and I'm going to hit him hard and see if he can survive my power shots as well.
This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see these two size each other up, because Christian Prenga's a big lump as well. AJ's always big. He's always looking ripped and shredded.
Eddie Hearn then delivered perhaps the biggest revelation of the entire event, confirming that Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is genuinely on the horizon once Joshua gets through this fight and receives the all clear. Suddenly, everything happening before July 25th feels like preparation for one of British boxing's biggest dream fights. Fury's jokes and nicknames may grab headlines, but they also suggest he knows Joshua is getting closer.
What AJ was like, you know, ultimately, AJ, do you want to get in the ring to announce the fight? No. Like, I don't want to get into tell the public that we're fighting Tyson.
Carl Froch echoed what boxing fans have been saying for years. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury has been discussed endlessly, and every additional warm-up fight creates another opportunity for delays. Froch warned that even a minor injury against Christian Prenga could postpone the dream fight once again. His message was simple: stop waiting and finally make the biggest fight in British heavyweight boxing happen.
We still want to see it now because it's AJ Tyson Fury. It's past his sell-by date, but it's still a big fight. These two should just fucking get on with it, get in there and get this fight made. And all this pre-fight warm-up bullshit, it's totally unnecessary. It's going to kill it. Anyway, let's see what transpires with the AJ Fury fight. I feel that if these two don't fight each other next, if AJ has a warm-up fight, he could, even if he's fighting someone who's a knockover, he might get injured, he might hurt his elbow, he might jar his shoulder or twist his neck, and he's going to need 2-3 months out. Then he's going to need another 3 months training camp. This fight gets further and further away from happening. This fight needs to happen now.
So what is really at stake here? Officially, it's Anthony Joshua versus Christian Prenga on July 25th. But after everything said during this press conference, it's obvious this fight represents something much bigger. It's the final step toward a long-awaited showdown with Tyson Fury. Fury mocked both men with his Mr. Pringles nickname because he believes one of them is heading straight toward him next. If Joshua delivers the dominant performance that Eddie Hearn and Ade Oladipo expect, his 3-fight vision, Prenga, Fury, and then another world title, will suddenly look less like a prediction and more like a reality. But if Prenga somehow produces the upset he keeps promising, the entire heavyweight division will be thrown into chaos. And Fury's jokes may not seem nearly as funny afterward. Mentally, Joshua appears to be the calmest man involved. He has ignored the insults, stayed focused on the challenge ahead, and kept his eyes fixed on the ultimate goal. Prenga has confidence and determination, but he has never experienced pressure quite like this before. So now the question belongs to you. Who wins on July 25th? Can Christian Prenga shock the world? Or does Anthony Joshua move one step closer to Tyson Fury? And if Fury and Joshua finally meet, will Fury's relentless trash talk prove justified? Or will it come back to haunt him? Let us know your prediction in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more of the latest boxing news and analysis.